How much of this will we see tomorrow in Nashville as the Seahawks and Titans hold a joint practice? Saints and Cowboys had all kinds of fights in their joint practice, and today the Giants and Dolphins had a big old fight-filled practice where multiple players were pulled for throwing punches. I will say this. 2 years ago, when the Seahawks and Titans held a joint practice, head coach Mike Macdonald told his players, if you fight, you will play in the game. And that's something, the last thing veterans want to hear is that they actually have to play in a preseason game, and that would be Sunday in Nashville.
They want to sit there. They want to watch.
That's
Paul,
right.
It was interesting. On this show last week, Damon Ewart was here, and he told us about Brock Lesnar taking him out during one of these joint practices. So you also have to be very careful that you stay safe during these practices. Now, Seahawks safety Julian Love, he is very excited about this joint practice coming up tomorrow. Love says it's a great chance to test yourself against first-team players from another team. He also says this is a great way for the Seahawks to bond before the regular season gets rolling.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know these past few years, kind of with Mike, have been really like a pivotal point in kind of our season, our journey. 2 years ago in Tennessee, last year in Green Bay, it was kind of the first time everyone kind of, I don't know, let their hair down and kind of just enjoy hanging out with each other. Traveling with the team is always fun. We love traveling with each other just because it's a time where we just get a break and just be with each other. And then, yeah, just playing against another team, like in that kind of competitive space, is fun. And then going out to dinner, doing the Ricky show, all that stuff is, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I know a lot of guys are really excited about it.
Yeah, it's awesome because there's a lot of, most all the time in practice, you're not wanting to finish your own teammates to the ground and get pancakes and stuff. Like, you want to take care of each other, so it's fun when you go against another team and you get to truly kind of unleash and just open up that extra little notch, if you will.
Yeah, that's where you got to be kind of careful because sometimes opening up that extra notch is what leads to the fighting. But I will say this, going back to Julian Love, Paul, I love that, he talks about the bonding, and so many people think about the Seahawks team. They think about trying to repeat as Super Bowl champions, but I go to the very first day of Seahawks training camp when Mike Macdonald took the podium. He said, this is a new team. This is a new group of players, and we have to treat them like that. And so that's how they're treating this road trip. It's a chance for them to bond, to gel. There's rookies, there's new free agents on this team. So I love it. I think this is going to be great for the guys to get out there and kind of just enjoy life on the road. And I also go back to yesterday's show when it was about practicing in Nashville, getting used to the humidity. That's something they're not dealing with here in the Pacific Northwest at all right now.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. As a matter of fact, few years ago, when Jake Locker was on the Titans, I was out there covering his first practice, and I walk up to him. I had this light gray shirt on, okay, and I'm coming from the Northwest, and by the time practice is over, I'm soaked. And we get up to talk to Jake, and he recognizes me, of course, from being in the Northwest media, and he looks at me and he goes, a little hot today? And I'm like, in front of everybody. So I'm completely embarrassed, dripping wet. And everybody that works in Nashville, they're used to it. They're just sitting here like we are right now. Like, it's just nothing.
Yeah.
But,
for the PNW, we're not used to that. And the Seahawks are going to hit the road. They're going to play the Commanders during the regular season. So they've got to get used to that a little bit.
Right, that Commanders game is the end of September, so it's still going to be warm in D.C. Gray Zabel, looking forward to going against the Titans and defensive lineman Jeffrey Simmons in practice. The two squared off last year during Zabel's rookie season, and Simmons had high praise for Zabel, who's looking forward to facing Simmons again.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be awesome. I mean, he's one of the best to ever play 3 techs. So he's a guy that it's one of those deals. We love going against competition. We don't stray away from it, and we want to be the best we can be. So you got to go and compete against the best. And I think it'll be awesome to go out there and compete Friday and possibly Sunday against him, and then go and kind of see what you're up against and improve and get better and compete.
You know what? You talk about the Seahawks team and the expectations, and I point to that offensive line. I mean, a year ago, a lot of people didn't know what they were going to get from Gray Zabel. He's got a year under his belt. The whole offensive line is back, Paul. I mean, this is huge for this team. Yes, Ken Walker is in Kansas City. Yes, we don't know what we're going to get out of Jadarin right now. But when will Ken Charbonnet, Zach Charbonnet return? But you have that offensive line paving the way right now.
Yeah, I think the running backs are looking forward to running behind that offensive line, and we all know that the offensive lineman will tell you first thing, they love to run block way more than they like to pass block. So if they can get that running game going, and really the running back stable is one of those things that we've been talking about, and if you've been keeping track of this team during training camp, the running back room is a little bit of a concern right now, and Mike Macdonald wants more cornerbacks. The Seahawks have mutual interest in Terry and Arnold, but with his NFL future still kind of up in the air, the Hawks signed Trevon Diggs to a one-year deal. Now, the 27-year-old cornerback has been dealing with a lot of injuries in his young career, but he says his resiliency has kept him going.
It was tough. But just keeping good people around you. My family was a great support system for me. Keeping my mental straight, just keep going. I love football. I just love football. I love to play. So this being a part of football, it's kind of like it's part of my job. It's a part of your job. You're going to get hurt. You're going to have things that happen. You're going to get traded. You're going to get cut. Things happen, but you just got to keep going.
You do have to keep going. Love that. And as we talk about Diggs, you have to talk about the knee injuries that have kept him out, the last couple of years. He's missed some games last season, the year before that. But, Paul, you know what? He's healthy now. He's hungry. I love this pickup. He's an all-pro. He's a Pro Bowler. 11 interceptions with the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it's not like you need to take over the secondary, but adding him to that backfield with Spoon, Nick Eamon-Wari, I mean, this is going to be a deadly secondary. And if you're opposing team quarterback, that's scary good right now.
Yeah. If Diggs can stay healthy, that's going to be huge for this team for sure. And you look at the fact that Terry and Arnold is a guy who hasn't played in a while, and you wonder for a minute there when you talk about Terry and Arnold. You remember when he was arrested on those charges back in February, the Lions cut him the next day. So it makes you wonder, do the Lions really like what they saw in Arnold? They gave up on him so quick. They didn't want to hear about justice being served or anything like that. They're like, no, we're done with Arnold. You're out. Maybe they didn't like what they saw from Arnold when they took him in the first round out of Alabama. So you have to wonder, as you're sitting here, how good is Arnold? He's a bit unproven at this point.
He is unproven, but he is getting high praise, from Jalen Milroe, from some of the coaches that also worked with him back at Alabama. And the same to be said with Diggs, who's getting a lot of praise from several of his new Seahawks teammates that worked with him in the past as well. So we'll see. I'll say this, adding Diggs, I'm good. We're ready to go. Let's play some football.
Yeah, that's a smart move for sure. And I think Diggs knows he's kind of on a prove-it contract. It's a one-year deal. If he has a big season and he stays healthy for at least most of the season, he's looking at he's 27 years old. There's only going to be a nice contract waiting for him. So this is the chance for him to revitalize his career and get a big check.
It's been a fun offseason. It's like a chess match between the Rams and the Seahawks. They just keep adding to their defenses. They just keep getting better and better. I'm actually excited. I know Dusty Baker, the deep dive Paul, is going to break down running backs and wide receivers. I'd love him to break down the defenses right now. Who is the best defense in the NFL right now? A lot of people are going to point to Houston. Some people are going to point to Denver. Got to look at the Rams and the Seahawks as well.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm all Mike Macdonald and Seahawks when it comes to ranking the defenses for sure. And that's not just a homer call. It's been proven, and there's nothing they've done in the offseason to disprove it.
I agree with you.
All right.